Hightower Gap. Just doing a short little jaunt because I was actually up here scouting out a fishing and camping site down Rock Creek Gap, which is behind me there. Just a place to take Bubba. And there's a little lake down there called Rock Creek Lake, which is just infested with brim. So, and some trout. But I need to get him out. So I was looking at the Frank Gross sites down there, and they're really nice. So anyway, Frank Gross Campground is right down the road. We'll probably camp there. But I wanted to stretch my legs a little bit. So I figured I'd come up here, hike up to Hawk Mountain, maybe a little further. I haven't seen hawkmountainshelter since they made some of the changes, so be nice to see. That's what we gonna do. Good bit of rain early this morning, and it cleared up. Now it's windy, but you can see water running down this trail. Back there and all the way up here, thankfully making a nice turn here. If it were below freezing, we'd have an icy mess here. As it is, it's a muddy mess. Not muddy, but wet mess, I should say. Thankfully not muddy. It's what it is. Wet, wet. That's where it's coming from. So Roger's here with the ATC and his buddy Tom. They're trying to clear some debris in this tree. Kind of got them hung up. Chainsaw got caught and pinched, and the problem is it's hung up on this tree on this side, and then it's not cut all the way through here to come along trying to pull, but it's kind of like binding between these 2 points. So they're hoping they can take the blade off and pull the rail out, and maybe then be able to manipulate enough to get it out.
We're having to use a little pruning saw he's got in his hand.
Yeah, this is kind of the work that ATC does for us, folks. I mean, you know, it's not all easy. It's not all just cutting it and rolling it out of the way. Some of it's saw in hand and doing it the old-fashioned way. So that's what they got to do. So we appreciate what they do.
Well, that's
So yeah, lots of work. A lot of stuff came down from the storm from Zeta, so that's what they're working on.
They can wait a few weeks or a month.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna walk down to hawkmountainshelter. See what's changed since we were here last. It's been a little while. Here we are at hawkmountainshelter. There's the infamous bear box. And there's a shelter. Water's that way. So that couple back there is headed to Dix Creek, so I was letting them know that Blood Mountain was not going to be the worst thing they see. They seem to appreciate that. They get to hike it from the south side. I said, you've probably been worrying about that section. Don't. They'll do a lot of climbing before then, and that climb just won't seem bad when they get to it. So yeah, wish I was going with them. That fella down there is deaf, who finishing up his through hike, which is awesome. I told him I do a little bit of sign language. Sadly, not very much. I need to brush up, learn a little more. Apologies to my good friend Clara. May she rest in peace. Clara, she taught me all the words you're not supposed to say. So I should have been paying more attention to the ones you are. Anyway, I'm gonna hike back up to the trail here. So that's the new campsite section there. Relatively new. I think they put in some new campsites there to help with the overflow. Those fellows right there heading back behind me. They're on their way to Dick's Creek, like the couple I met at the shelter. So they're gonna be hiking a while. Wind's still cooking. I can see an opening, kind of an opening over there. I wonder if that's the food plot that's over by the road to the cemetery. That's my guess. We'll know here shortly. Make our way up this little rise. Good number of folks on the trail today. Good to see. The day cleared out. Cloudy morning, wet morning, cleared out to a beautiful day. Well, it clears out, but it's not really a food plot. Just sloping out. Bare trees made it look like it might be a food plot there. We still got a little ways to go. Up, up, up for a little while here. Crossing some old double track here before we dump out on the road to the cemetery, which is right over here. It took a little while to get here. I don't know why. People beat out a double track there. We'll follow the white blaze. Meow, trail proper. Walk on a little pine straw. It's good on the feet. If it weren't for all the broken branches underneath too, but all right. Yeah, buddy. Here we are. Road down to 58 there. Yep, the shed and the cemetery's down here. We got our marker for the Hickory Flat School. Yeah, we've been here a time or two. I'm just gonna come over to this little camp area here. Sit down a minute, have a break, and then make my way. Take a little break, make my way back. We got the food plot here. AT continues on to Three Forks, the falls, all that goodness. And on a Springer. Well, we're back at our water crossing here. Good bit of runoff coming down. You got a little one here, and then you got a much bigger one up here, up ahead. So we're almost to the shelter area. We crossed this earlier. Yeah, you could tell that they got a good bit of rain and water runoff earlier because it came all down the trail too. So that happened. What you gonna do? Keep walking, keep walking. Back to the shelter turn off. Make our final descent. Making our final descent down into Hightower Gap. Please put your seats in the upright position and your trays in front of you. Stow any belongings you have under the seat in front of you. Keep your hands out of the aisles. You know, I'm not just going to go ahead and say it. Just be quiet too. You know, got a bit of a headache up here in the cabin. Could happen. Anyway, we're going downhill. See if maybe these boys from the ATC got their tree out the way. Well, there it is. On the ground. Boys from the ATC took care of that problem. Yeah, cut off here and here. Good job, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah. Nice job. Big thanks to them. Roger has hiked with us before with the hiking buddy. Can't remember which hike he said it was. I don't think it was Raven Cliff. I don't know. I may have said it earlier on the clip. I don't remember if I did or not. But he watches my channel, so maybe he'll chime in the comments and let us know which one it was. I forgot. But anyway, thanks to him and his buddy there, got that cleared away, and it's not hanging over everybody's head walking through there. But we're almost to the truck. Old Silver will be waiting on us. We just gotta get by this hill. Alrighty, Hightower Gap it is. You can just see Old Silver through the trees there. All his buddies that were here earlier hanging out with him are gone. He probably been worried about us. When you gonna get back? I wanna go home. On my way. He's got plenty of gas. He shouldn't be complaining about nothing. Yep, good old Silver. There's old Silver waiting on us. Hopefully nobody broke in and stole my Archie's comics. I'll be upset about that. Yeah, just a quick jaunt out to the cemetery and back. This was mainly just to come down Rock Creek and scope out Frank Gross Campground. Good chance me and Bubba will camp there next week or in the coming weeks and do some fishing out of the lake. And if not, we may go over to Tugalo, and there's a campground at the bottom of the dam, and there might be some good fishing there too. So unless he decides he wants to hike, in which case, you know, maybe we'll do that instead. We'll see. A little windy. Let's get out of the wind and go get some victuals.